Hello again. In my last video, I put together a bug out bag based around the Bush Runner stove, and I explained the reasoning behind that bug out bag and my thinking, which was central to the use of this Bush Runner stove. The Bush Runner is a tiny little StealthFyre hole, and that will allow you to put your stove below ground so that you can keep your fire below ground. This has two great effects. One, it keeps your light signature really low and helps you to remain hidden when you need to be. And it also reduces your smoke signature, virtually eliminating smoke output because of the efficiency of the stove and the way that it feeds the air straight at the base of the flame. Today, we're going to play with this Bush Runner stove a little bit. I'm going to put it together in a bunch of different configurations and show you the different things that it can do. Unfortunately, we're indoors, so I can't light a fire and cook, but we'll have fun regardless. Here's the Bush Runner stove. It's about a 3-pound stove. It comes with 12 panels, 10 rectangular and 2 square, and an instruction manual. Very simple instruction manual that shows you how to build the flagship configuration, the Dakota fire pit. We'll put it together in several different configurations today. First, here's the square panels. You'll notice on this one the dovetail tabs are standing straight up, and on this one they are bent at a 90-degree angle. We also have a rectangular panel that's got the dovetail tabs on both top and bottom that are unbent. The purpose of that is to allow you to install these panels in a horizontal manner through these horizontal slots on the face of the panel. They can pass through like that, creating a roof for a potbelly stove, for instance. Or, there's other uses for that as well. Like if you want to build a bottom for a box, for instance, so that you can use the box to move some soil or, whatever you need to move. Let's put together a couple of small rocket stoves. And there's 2. Every one of our stoves comes with at least 2 usable stoves. That's great because that literally means that whatever price you're paying for, half that for one of these stoves. Bush Runner is $99.99 plus free shipping. It comes with these 2 stoves plus 4 extra panels, which means you can build these stoves bigger if you need to. We're going to take these apart and we're going to make an even bigger stove. And now we have a rocket stove that's 9 inches wide. There's a couple of different bushcrafting grills available on the market that fit nicely over top of a surface such as this. That'll allow you to cook 2 burgers or a steak, or you'd be able to put a fair-sized pot on here and cook a meal. And now we have a very large rocket stove. This is 9 inches wide by 9 inches wide. You can put a barbecue grill on top of this and cook several burgers or almost anything else that you can think of to grill. This turns into a great little barbecue. And you could take these other 2 panels and install them inside of this stove at about this level, and then you'll have a place to put coals, so you can actually use this as a barbecue. And this is a little 2-tier rocket stove. You can add an extra panel on the bottom here quite easily just by attaching it. Or you can leave it open and you can bury it in a small trench and leave the opening here so that you can feed it. And you've got a quick and easy to coat a fire pit. You can cook on top of this and on top of this if you're using it above ground. Or you can build out the rest of the tunnel tower, or you can build out the rest of the tower here and turn it into a Dakota fire pit. And there's a Dakota fire pit. You can bury this into the ground up to about here, or deeper if you like, or shallower, or use it above ground just like it is. If you bury it below ground or use it above ground, you would put your fire in one side, and this would be your air draw in. You can cook on this surface, and when you're done with it and it's buried in the ground, after it cools off, you just reach in, you pick it up, shake it off, the dirt and the ashes fall out, and you can bury your hole and put your sod plug back in, and nobody can ever tell you were there. So that's some of the various different methods or different configurations that you can do with the bush runner. There's even more than that. We can take this apart and turn it into a height tower, basically, and we'll show you how to build that in the next episode. Coming up, we're going to do another one on the StealthFyre Deuce, the next step up in this stove.